Okay guys, so I've read the first 7 chapters of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the first time ever, and now I'm going to talk about it. But first I'm going to take a look at the cover. Let's see if we can do this without the glare. So there's like, it's got to be Harry Potter on the cover, and then he's like grabbing a bird by the tail. That's kind of weird. It's a bright red bird. It doesn't look like a bird that exists in real life, but the bird doesn't seem to be too upset by the fact that Harry is like totally grabbing his shit, and Harry seems to be having fun. Also, he has a sword. That's awesome. Alright, so anyway, nothing big has really happened yet. It's just the first 7 chapters, so it's just sort of like a reintroduction to all the major characters and a very like minor introduction to like the dramatic conflict. I mean, we don't really get any information about what's happening yet, but you get like minor tidbits. So Harry's on summer vacation from Hogwarts. He's living with the Dursleys, who are his aunt and his uncle and his cousin, and they all hate him. At this point, it seems only because they know he's a wizard, and that like freaks them out. But you know, maybe they expand more on that in the future. And we meet the character Dobby, who I guess is this guy right here. And Dobby is a house elf, which I guess is like a servant for rich wizards. And Dobby, for some reason, does not want Harry to return to Hogwarts. It says, if Harry Potter goes back to Hogwarts, he will be in mortal danger. But of course, Dobby doesn't tell Harry what this danger is or why he doesn't want him to come back, so we're left to wonder. Eventually, Harry is saved from the Dursleys by his friend Ron Weasley, who obviously is another main character of this series. Ron, along with his brothers Fred and George, steal their father's flying car and basically kidnaps him from the Dursleys and takes him back to their house. But of course, Harry is completely okay with this because the Dursleys hate him, and so he spends the rest of the summer with the Weasleys. Now, I actually like the Weasley family. They're cool. Except Ron, but I'll get into that. I especially like Mr. and Mrs. Weasley. What are their names? Okay, Mr. Weasley is Arthur. I want to say Molly. Is that right? I can't find it. I think it's Molly. Anyway, they're like a sitcom couple. It's really funny. You have like the nagging, overprotective wife and the sort of like bumbling, absent-minded, but well-meaning father. I don't know. It's funny. It's cliche, but it's funny. So the Weasleys are like poor, I guess, but I think it's more that their family is so huge that they just can't afford to take care of everybody. So eventually summer ends and it's time to go back to Hogwarts. And the way that you get on the train to Hogwarts is you have to like cross through an invisible portal or something. Like to the non-magic eye, it just looks like a wall, or maybe just looks like a wall in general. But wizards can just walk straight through the wall and get on the platform to get on the train. But for some reason unknown to us, Ron and Harry are unable to cross the barrier to get on the train, so they miss the train. Why'd that happen? I don't know. Maybe it's related to Dobby's warning, but I really don't know, but I'm sure that it has been left a mystery to us on purpose. So anyway, Ron has the brilliant idea of once again stealing their father's flying car, and they're just going to take the flying car to Hogwarts. And they make it most of the way there, but the car dies in midair, and like the engine fails, and they like fall and crash into a tree. The tree, by the way, happens to be sentient and starts fighting them back. That's really funny. Somehow they don't die from this, and they make it into Hogwarts, and at first they think they're okay, but of course they get in trouble because they're flying a fucking car across England. And wizards, of course, are not allowed for some reason to show muggles that they can do magic stuff. So now they're officially at Hogwarts, and I'm sure the truly perilous adventures will begin soon. Other people to mention are Gilderoy Lockhart, who is like a celebrity wizard that a lot of women, including Molly Weasley and Hermione Granger, another main character, seem to have a crush on. But he's like very conceited and comically self-assured. He also happens to be the new teacher for the Defense Against the Dark Arts class at Hogwarts. But for the most part so far, he seems mostly obnoxious and incompetent. But the fact that he's being mentioned so much makes me think that he's going to be a big part of the story. He's even in the summary on the back of the book. Also, there's Ginny Weasley, who is Ron's little sister, who apparently has a crush on Harry Potter, or is like just really likes him or something like that because she's all shy around him. She hasn't done anything yet, but that's another character they've been mentioning a lot. And I know a little bit about what happens to Ginny, but I don't know for sure, so I'm not going to say anything. Also, my favorite character from the first book, Hagrid, who's only been mentioned like twice in the first 7 chapters, which is disappointing me. I think there should be a book where Hagrid is the main character. There's probably some fan fiction. Anyway, I hope there's more Hagrid. And of course, there's Draco Malfoy, who's like Harry Potter's arch nemesis. This guy is an insufferable little asshole. J.K. Rowling really wanted us to hate this guy, and she succeeded. But the thing is, I kind of also hate the protagonists of the story, and maybe it's just because I'm like a grown man and they're like 11 at this point, but I just kind of think they're all just brats. But you know, I guess this book is written for children. In fact, at this point, I think I like Hermione the best because she's like responsible and talented and diligent. She gets her shit done. Like, she's the best. So basically, the last interesting thing that I read is that when Harry is reluctantly hanging out with Gilderoy Lockhart, he hears this voice saying some real creepy shit to him. It was a voice to chill the bone marrow, a voice of breathtaking ice cold venom. Come to me. Let me rip you. Let me tear you. Let me kill you. That's some creepy shit. And even creepier is apparently nobody else heard this voice except Harry Potter. That's like the first sense you really get in the book besides Dobby's warning that there's some actual shit about to go down instead of just some children fucking goofing off at magic school. So those are the first 7 chapters of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the second book in the series. It's a fun read. I'm having fun reading it. I think I'll probably finish the book pretty fast, but like I said, I don't know how long this is going to take, so don't get mad if it takes a long time for the next video. And since this is like 15 years old, I'm not too worried about spoilers, but I would like to keep the comments free of spoilers because I'm guessing there might be people who haven't read the books that may want to just follow along with me. So if someone does drop a major spoiler in the comment, can you just go ahead and thumbs that down so it'll get buried? Anyway, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can hit the like button and you can even subscribe if you like the video or if you like my awesome hair. I will see you next time. Holla.